Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. I have a pretty rough voice this week, so I'm sorry about that. So first, I'd like to thank you all for joining me on this reading. I do genuinely love doing this, so I do truly appreciate you joining me on this journey. Second, if you would like cards pulled for you for absolutely free, I suggest that you hit the Facebook page in the link below and join us for the 3 cards for Thursday. And if you'd like to know more about me and any of my insane ramblings, please feel free to hit the webpage, also in the link below. Okay, I hate intros, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we're going to start with an Eloquii card. Eloquii means she who, and we have she who creates Shiala, creativity, originality, and spontaneity. There we go. Shiala, creativity, originality, and spontaneity. Shiala is she who creates, dresses to please herself. Everything she wears is a reflection of her true self. She decorates her face with makeup and grease paint to show off her inner fool. See the fool dancing upon the tambourine at her side? Shiala makes her own music too. There is a golden salamander on her shoulder that whispers crazy ideas. She chooses to follow the ones that appeal to her in the moment. She adores the ladybug in her hair and the dragonfly on her skirt. Spontaneity is her middle name. Although those who don't understand her call her a risk, Shiala embraces the energy of making things shine in her own unique ways. This card is a call to be original and a reminder that following others and doing what others think you should do is simply not for you. You are being challenged to do something beyond the ordinary. Examine your world. Look for your own salamander and dragonfly guides to hint at where you need to be. The energy here is movement and change, but in original ways. Don't create another painting of a rose. Paint the thorns instead. Stretch your mind. Creativity isn't only paintbrush and canvas. It's cooking, crafting, writing, singing, and even teaching. Where will your originality shine? Your questions. What rut do I need to get out of? How can I shake things up in fun, creative ways? Who is the most spontaneous person I know? All right, one more water so I can keep talking. Okay, so what is the past for my beautiful Cancerians? What is the past? Thank you. We have the World card. Some of you may have been traveling. What is the present? What is the present? Could have potentially closed the cycle. What is the present? Could have started a new cycle. We have the King of Wands. This is the creative king for sure. Wands are all about passion and creativity. What is the blockage? The Emperor. Some of you might have a boss that is blocking you. We have Aries here and a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What is the guidance? The Empress, not imprints. The Empress. So this is nurturing and allowing growth and nurturing growth. This is also a very creative energy. So there's a sense here of needing to foster is what I heard. Those seeds into fruition. What is the potential outcome here? I'd also like to point out that we have temperance, healing, also Sagittarius, Taurus. We have the Emperor and the Empress, so this could potentially be a divine couple. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So this is the learner, right? This Page of Swords is gathering information. So what is it that you're gathering information on? Are you trying to learn something new? So this is trying to learn something new. Let's look at this World card. Please clarify the World. Why is the World in the past here? We have the Six of Swords. Nice. Some of you very well could have done some traveling. Please clarify. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. You found something you loved on that trip. Please clarify the World card. And the Hierophant in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So there's a sense here of walking away from something that you genuinely love, something that you knew, something that you had roots in. But there's this sense of like new love on the horizon, this new passion starting to form. And you may have had to leave some sort of like, this is an out of the box thing when it comes to the Hierophant. So there are some structures there that you had to leave behind. Maybe even some traditions that you had to leave behind. With the Eight of Cups here, this could have been difficult, but it did bring you a sense of peace and closure. Why is the King of Wands here? Oh, there's the King of Wands in reverse. So this is jealousy. This is also stagnation and not feeling like you have the right tools for the job. Thank you. We have the Magician in reverse. So this is a lot of blocked creativity. We have one more. Thank you. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. This could have to do with the people around you. If you have a fire sign around you, Aries in particular. We also have Gemini and Virgo here. There's a wish that you feel like you just couldn't bring to fruition. You don't currently have the confidence to make this thing happen, to bring it about. And honestly, your heart's not in it. There's a sense here of like stagnation. And like whatever it is that you want is just beyond the veil, just beyond the curtain, and you can't get behind those curtains, right? It's almost like needing a backstage pass for something. There's something here in the inner working that you're missing. And again, this could have to do with the people around you, like the opinions of others. Or even the people that it is that you're looking up to, you're not seeing the whole thing very clearly. Excuse me. Let's look at this Emperor. Why is the Emperor the blockage? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. the Ten of Cups in reverse. I heard master of your own destiny, or whoever that's for. And the Five of Cups in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a decision maker here. Honestly, this person is making some hard decisions, and there's a real sense of regret in the decisions that either you've made, but I feel like these are decisions coming down from on high, if that makes any sense. There's a real sense of working through heartache and grief here, and just trying to understand what it is that makes you happy, right? How it is that you operate within this Ten of Cups. Now, there is a 10 here and a 9, so there is a sense here of some sort of closure coming to fruition. I also feel like there's an opportunity here that you're not seeing, or that someone isn't seeing. If perhaps this is the way, I mean, if this is a job situation, this is the way management is viewing you, that they only see like the mistakes or one particular side of you, and they're missing like the creative aspect and the wanting to work, but there's a sense of not seeing that. Because of some sort of grief and inability to recognize and heal this heartache, this broken bond. For some of you, this could even be like the ego grasping to this grief and grasping to this pain of the past, and blocking this creative ability. Being able to see the fertile soil instead of focusing on what has not come to fruition, right? So let's look at this Empress. Please clarify the Empress. What is the guidance here? There's the Empress in reverse. Interesting. Temperance in reverse. And the Two of Cups in reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. Okay. There's a need here to stop throwing pearls before swine. To stop wasting good energy on something that isn't working for you, that isn't coming together. The only way you can heal this relationship is within yourself. For those of you who are, this is about a romantic relationship, there's a need here to understand that this healing is going to take time and it's going to take self-nurturing. But there's a need here to allow those things that don't serve to fall away from you, to allow this partnership to come undone, to allow things to fall apart. Allow it. I know that sounds crazy, right? But sometimes things have to be taken apart so they can be put back together in a way that works. So, this is a very deconstructing type of energy, of just letting it be, letting it lay, not giving it the time, the patience, or whatever it is that you're trying to create here. If someone else is in control of that, you have to understand that working with that person, what is that doing to you? What is that doing to them? What is that doing to the environment around you? And with this tower here, this blaring, crumbling, on fire tower, this is telling me that there's much to this that actually needs to be let go of and alleviated. That it doesn't need your attention right now. Instead of trying to, I don't know who sings the song, but it's like the roof is on fire. There's almost a sense of, instead of trying to fix something for someone, I mean, if this is your child, then obviously you're going to do what you can to help them and protect them. But there's also a need to allow them to learn. If this is a work situation, you know, micromanaging isn't working. There's a need here to allow for mistakes to happen. Allow for people to see the consequences of their actions. So let's look at this Temperance card. The Temperance card is all about healing and alchemy, and patience. We have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. And there you are, my lovely friend, my Cancerians. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So this is a partnership, something that you might have been working on. But there is something from the past that is really quite bitter. There's a sense here of slow, diligent work. The Queen of Cups in reverse is not listening to her intuition. And this, if it's not you, is a friend of yours that is no longer in your life. This could be someone that was very codependent, overly so. Or this is you looking at and working on codependent issues, and every step is worth celebrating. There's an understanding here of this is going to take time, that I'm not perfect, but I am working on it. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get a final message from our Spirit Animal Oracle deck. This is the final message for my lovely, lovely Cancerians. We have number 32, which breaks down to a 5. 5s are all about change. Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. And then we're going to get a Goddess card. Almost said Spirit. What is the final message? What is the final message? We have Kuan Yin, compassion. This is my favorite, one of my favorite Ascended Masters. The story goes, it's a number 26, which breaks down to an 8, which talks about karmic cycles and infinity. But the story of Kuan Yin goes that she suffered terribly at the hands of her father, but she loved the world so that when she died and she was gifted enlightenment and she ascended, I don't think she died, she ascended, the first person that she gifted enlightenment to was her father. So Kuan Yin is all about forgiveness. And it's through forgiveness that we find compassion. So let's look at number 32, our Hawk Spirit. Flying high above the landscape, the hawk sees both the big picture and the small details, observes the rain and the pond as well as the cloud, and doesn't miss anything. When Hawk Spirit arrives, you are called to pay close attention to messages from Spirit that can appear anywhere in any form. Listen to your intuition and keep your eyes open for synchronicities, the meaningful coincidences. Hawk Spirit asks you not to dismiss the signs that Spirit is sending to guide you. Lately, you've been hearing the same word or song or coming across the same symbol here, there, and in the strangest places. Perhaps you hear a song on the radio with just the right lyric pertaining to your query, or you begin to notice uncanny billboards, license plates, or other places where repetitive numbers or words show up for you to notice. Pay attention to the animals that appear for you and connect with their symbolism. Spirit wants to communicate and reaches out again and again. When Hawk Spirit appears, it is a sign to listen. That is what that Page of Swords is. Listening. Okay, we have number 26, Kuan Yin. The empowerment message. Compassion is what's needed now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world. So be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly as you stumble through life's obstacle course. In fact, tuning into the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantaneously eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerk behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, offers a gentle nudge to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products you buy and the food you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them. Your alignment message. Are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world, and you can't imagine how you can make a difference? Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? The goddess Kuan Yin knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into a pit of despair. If you allow the media to fill your mind with a constant barrage of what's wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. The good news is in your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. Even the smallest step towards a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need. Volunteer your time and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too, as you accept your role in birthing a new world into being. That is your message. It's about what you can do. It's about what you can create. So, Cancer, I do hope that was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. Sorry about my rough voice. Have a beautiful day, and remember, I love you. Bye-bye.